Today, I would like to make a video demonstration on how to use NViVO step by step. This is an assignment 5 in KFP 60404 course. My name is Bharathan Selvam. My metric number is P 2022 10061. NViVO is a software program used for qualitative and mixed method. It is not just an analysis tool, it is more than organizing your data. There are some similar programs which function such as NVivo. But today we will focus on NVivo. Which I am now using is NVivo 12 Pro. Well, let's click on the software first. Now this is the first startup page in NVivo 12 Pro software. First, you should click on blank project. We will name this project as test project. You may save this project in your desired destination. Click OK. You can see this tutorial if you're just getting started with NVivo. Well, now I will explain the essential things in NVivo which will help you to organize and analyze your data. Well, first thing is that data. Second is code, and third one is cases. These three things are the fundamentals in NVivo 12 Pro. Well, if you click into the data, you will see that there is files, file classification, and external. Okay, now files. Files are the materials you will keep. For example, your transcripts, your survey results, these all will be imported on this section. Then the file classification. So after you import the files, you will classify that according to its needs. Now the third one is externals. Externals are the materials which you cannot be imported into your project. For example, you have a book, you have a printed copy of a book, so you will import that book's titles and scan images into this, but which is not be used in your project. Okay. Now we'll move on to the second one, codes. Well, in codes, the first one you see is notes. Well, notes are the themes, concepts, or ideas or opinions. So in your research, the themes you are assigning to it. Next one is relationships. Okay, relationships are the relationship between two ideas or two people. Now the types. What kind of relationship are they? Now we go for the third one, cases and cases classification. Okay, cases are that it might be a person, place, site, or organization. It means that you are classifying and making into a case. It is individualistic because you are mentioning about a specific person or place. For example, now you're interviewing a friend, so you will create a case on the person's name. Now the case classifications. The case classification how you classify the case, what are they represented as. Okay, today let's we focus on these main three things in NVivo. So the first thing you should do is that click on data and files. Now you can see that it is blank over here. First thing to get started on your project is that you should import files, transcripts or audio video to your NVivo created project file. Now you should click on data and files. Then you should go up and click import, then files. So now you can see that they are audio, transcripts, video and picture. Drag all and open. Now you can import that into your project. The time to import these files depends on the file sizes. If you have a lot of videos and audios, it may take some times. You can import as many as files you wanted to be coded in your project. Now I am importing a few transcripts, interview transcripts, one picture, audio and video. Well, these are the files over here. It's all will be inside these files. For example, now the picture, if you double click it, you can see the picture and the video. So to play a video, you can just play over here. To facilitate our note taking, same goes to audio. To facilitate our note taking, so you can click on any transcripts. You can see that the transcripts over here. So you can click any transcript. I will click on sample transcript 2. So these are the interview transcripts over here. Just click all, close. Well, now we go to our second thing. After you importing your files over here, there are plenty of things you can do over here. But before that, you must, or not to say must, you can create cases to better queries on later of this project. If you click on document properties, you can classify color. For example, I'm going to assign color green to transcribe T1. T means teacher. It's a sample. You can rename it as you wish, for example, respondent 1, R1 or anything. So now I have assigned color. For example, now I'm going to classify this to straight away. You can go to colors, purple and blue. So you can see there is color classification over here. Now for the cases, the main purpose to create cases so that you don't mix up with the responses of your respondent and the things said by the interviewer. So to create a different from the interviewer or to separate from the interviewer's dialogues and the interviewee's dialogue, you can create cases. Now, for example, to create a case, just right click click on new case name. You can name it as T1. You can follow the same color as T1, so it is green. So click on color green. Then you can create another case T2, color purple, and you can create so on. Well, now there are cases over here. If you click it, there will be no any infos assigned to it. So now what you should do is that go back to your files. Then now you can do create another folder to specifically for the interview transcript, because now this is all mixed up with audio, pictures and video. So okay, you should save that. So now you can create a new folder over here as interview transcripts. Well, you can select these three transcript files. You can drag it over here. Okay. Now in your transcript 1, T1, you can see that there is the interviewer and the respondent. So now you can select only the interviewee's responses. You can click, there are two ways. First, you can right click it, code, cases, and click to T1. Okay, this is the first way. You see, we said coded at T1. Or you can straight away click cases. There is the T1. You can drag it and insert into that. So when you click it, you can see that these are the responses from the interviewee only. There is the third way is that auto code by speaker. So it will be all auto coded, but this is the basic to do this. So you just can drag, just do this, drag over here. Now same goes to the sample transcript T2. Okay, before you clicking it, close it so that you don't get confused. Just close it. Now open sample transcript T2. Then you can go over here, click on cases again. Now click on the case. You can see it is blank over here. So now you can just drag, drop, drag, drop, drag, drop. This helps you to do the query in the correct way, and it will not make complicated later. So now if we click the cases, you can see that these are the responses of the respondent. Right. Now we have covered data and cases. The third one we are going to cover is that nodes. So if you click on nodes, it will be empty over here. Well, nodes are the themes of your project. For example, what you want to code it into the interview responses. Now I will create a new node. Example, knowledge. And another, you just right click, click new node, experience. Then another new node, performance. All right. Now you can see that we have created our cases. So you just click this case. So this is only the responses of the respondent. For example, now you click on the codes. This is same as which I did previously. There's two ways. First, maybe you can, the first one, you can right click code into the reason nodes. Now you see I have gone for the cases. So to go for the nodes, first you have to code as for example knowledge, click OK. Now if you open the nodes, you can see there is file 1. There is one references. You can see that I have coded this particular sentence into knowledge. Now you can do the same as right click reason nodes. You can see there is knowledge over here. You can code into it. Now if you go to this, now you want to code it into experience or performance. You just drag or drop on it. Now if I click experiences, you can see that it is coded under experiences. This is coded on the knowledge. Now we are in the T1. It means teacher 1. So you just close it, open the cases, click on T2. So if you want to code this particular sentence into nodes, we just click on nodes. You can see there is knowledge over here. Just drag and drop. Just drag and drop. You can just drag and drop. If you click on knowledge now, you can see that the first is coded from T1, teacher 1. The second is from teacher 2. If I click on experience, you can see there is a partition over here. It is from T1, transcript 1. This is from transcript 2. Now, these three things, data, cases, and codes, are the fundamental to start on a project. Now, I will briefly explain how to do classifications and about coding stripes. Now, if we go into the interview transcripts, let's just close over here. Another reason to create a case is that to see the coding stripes. Now, I would explain briefly about case classification, attributes, and lastly, coding stripes. For case classification, you do this because of the demographic. Well, now we have covered the three fundamental things in NViVO 12. Now, case classification helps that you can aggregate your demographics according to it. It may be useful for your research. Now, you just click select all. Now you can see there is new case classification. Click on that. You can rename it as demographic and click OK. Now you can see on your left there is a new file over here. It's called demo. So now under the demographic, right click it. Now we're going to assign attributes. So we can assign attribute as gender. So we can add as female, male. Click OK. Then we can add another attribute, maybe as experience. We can add as 1 to 5 years, 6 to 10 years, and click OK. Then maybe we can add occupation. So now you can click on the demographic. You can see that it is the sample transcripts. So gender, you can assign as female, you can assign as female, you can assign male. Then for experience, you can. Now the occupation, I have not assigned any attributes. So you can just type in. You can type in as teacher, principal, and if you see over here, you can see that after you typed in, it is can be selected from the drop box. These are the case classification and attributes. And the last one we can see that, well, the last one I'm going to show you for today is coding stripes. Well, now you can click on to cases or nodes. So if you click on cases, for example, we click on a case, then you can see over here it has coding stripes. So you click on all coding, you can see that easily what are the nodes you have coded according to your respondents. Another thing is that you can straight away go to the codes, you click on experience, you can click on coding stripes. You can see that according who say what. This one is for the respondent 1, this one is from respondent 2. So it helps you to see the data more clearly. Well, that's all for now. I have explained the main things to get you started up with NViVO. So from this process, you can keep on adding your datas and your transcriptions, your audios and file that it will be easy for you to analyze your data. NViVO has much more to offer to you, which I can't cover in this video. Well, thank you for watching and listening to my video.